How do you like my new suit?
Dashing. Where'd you get it?
It's an exclusive club.
Remember, he said not to kill him. Good idea. In fact, we don't have to do this at all if you don't want to.
We definitely want now!
First and final warning. Stay out of our way.
Yo guys, what's up? My name is Jack2505. This is 2505 Gaming, and today we are going to be reviewing Marvel's Spider-Man Remastered on PC, which was released August 12th, 2022. This is a game I've been waiting to play for years because I never had a PlayStation and I prayed for a PC version, and at last we have one. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe to the YouTube channel, and to follow me on Twitch and join the Discord. Insomniac Games they've created an absolute gem with Spider-Man, not only on PlayStation but now on PC with this remastered version. Spider-Man Remastered honestly is one of the greatest superhero games ever made, up there rivaling the Batman Arkham series. Some people would even argue the greatest superhero game ever made. Really, it does the same job as the Batman games, really making you feel like the superhero you're playing right from the start and leaving plenty of room to improve later in the game. Spider-Man starts brilliantly. You are Peter Parker in your apartment and you launch right into the action with a high-speed car chase and tracking the Kingpin Fisk. Now, the game does a brilliant job in entertaining you and drawing you into the action, and before you know it, your 2 hours of Steam has gone and you can't get your money back. And you know what? Take my money. In the story, you've been Spider-Man, I think, for about 8 years. So he's pretty seasoned at this point. After taking down Fisk, Spider-Man has to deal with the Inner Demons gang who are terrorizing the city and the people. And it's up to you to combat the Inner Demons group whilst juggling your personal life with MJ, your job with Otto Octavius, and looking out for Aunt May, and saving the city all at the same time. Typical Spider-Man stuff, and this game does it perfectly. Now, Spider-Man is an open world game, and whilst you can still have the main story mission to follow, there are a ton of side missions to complete, which helps towards leveling up Spider-Man and his gadgets, which is also great. Now, let's talk about the web swinging in this game, which is one of the main things that makes this game great. You know how riding in Red Dead Redemption is fun. The thought of just traveling around and not really doing anything. I would put web swinging on that level, if not above it. This game really makes it work. And you're not just web swinging on thin air. You actually have to attach the web to a building you're traveling past or towards. The mechanic is so smooth and satisfying. I found myself just swinging around at times, and it was difficult to stop. Most of the time, I would prefer to just web swing my way to a destination rather than fast travel. Now, the combat in this game, it took me a while to get used to. I think I had the Arkham series in my head, and I had to basically get it out of my head. Even though it is similar, which is not a bad thing. the counter and the dodging timing is different in this game. So once you get the hang of it and you know how to use your combat skills and build up your ultimate meters, the combat is very fun and satisfying in Spider-Man. There are many gadgets and abilities to unlock with Spider-Man. I was actually shocked with the amount of gadgets available to Spider-Man. I thought Batman had an impressive arsenal. However, Spider-Man is not too far behind with the fun gadgets that he has. Also, the game does a good job of making you use different gadgets to tackle different tasks and challenges so you can perfect your Spidey skills. The open world feels alive in this game, and the way that you interact with the New York crowd is entertaining. The way the New Yorkers react to you when they see you and they want to react with you really brings the game and the city to life, rather than having lifeless characters just walking around. We're looking at you, Cyberpunk. There are different types of story missions to tackle and perhaps to change up the pace. When you visit Dr. Octavius to discuss his latest inventions and assist with lab tasks, the lab challenges that you have to do are pretty interesting and tricky, and I have to admit I enjoyed them more than I thought I would, and it felt satisfying once you completed each task. It reminded me of old school puzzles I would do as a child, and I think that the developers did a great job in pushing the player to complete these tasks. However, this might not be for everyone's taste. The other mission type is the Mary Jane missions. Now, on paper, they are a good idea to help progress the story from Mary Jane's point of view, because she is an important part of the story and not just Spider-Man's love interest. And because of her involvement in the story in regards to a investigative reporter point of view, the MJ missions are slow paced, and once they pop up, I think there's a little bit too much of these missions. One or two missions are fine, and that was when Spider-Man was involved. However, I think her missions are a bit too long. There's too many of them and should have been kept to a minimum. I just wanted to just go back and just be Spider-Man, to be honest. Anyway, the voice acting and face animations in this game is great, and at times it feels like you're watching a film or, a high-profile TV show. The performances from the whole cast is great. Both the actors and the developers did a great job with the performances. The actor who played Spider-Man really captured the essence of the character. This version of Spider-Man is better than anyone from the MCU, and this Spider-Man keeps his mask on. Now, the soundtrack also doesn't fail in this game, giving Spider-Man and the world a sense of weight, heroicness, and epic moments that goes well with the action. And this is something that you won't forget, and will draw you more into the action and gameplay. I've completed the game, and it took me about maybe 25 hours to complete. I'm now tackling the DLC missions, and a new game plus has opened up for me. Spider-Man has been a huge success on PC. The game runs very well on my PC, and with the rest of the PlayStation games on Steam also doing well. This sends a message to Sony that they need to release their games on PC day one. Now, look, I know I'm dreaming, and it probably won't happen anytime soon. And then hopefully we've got Miles Morales not too far away. There's also the Wolverine game that's coming from the same studio, and which will more than likely be a PlayStation exclusive for about 12 to 18 months before coming to PC. I enjoy Spider-Man a lot more than I thought I would. Also, I'm not done with this game, as I want to complete the DLC missions and then hopefully move on to Miles Morales once that game finally comes to PC. It feels good to buy a game these days and actually get your money's worth. Spider-Man is one of those few modern day examples of gaming where the studio has done a great job. You're getting your money's worth, none of this bad launch day crap. And in the future, when Wolverine Spider-Man 2 gets released, Insomniac Games have truly earned your pre-order. So tell me what you think about Spider-Man on PC. How has your experience been with the game? Let me know in the comment section below. Now, thank you very much for making it to the end of the video. My name is Jack2505. This is 2505 Gaming, and I'll see you in the next video.